What up? Good morning. The show starts soon. Let's go. Yeah. Good morning. Happy New Week. Let's start the show the right way. What's going on? My name is KaleafWins, and let's start the show off right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Morning Motivation Show. I'm your host, KaleafWins, screaming live from New York City. Welcome to the show. Today's show's topic is Start Now, There Is No Tomorrow. I repeat, today's topic is Start Now, There Is No Tomorrow. Listen, everybody, let's have a great new week. Let's have a great show. You know how we always start off the show the right way. You heard the right way. Quick pick-me-ups, let's go. Let's go. This is your quick pick-me-up in the morning. When you start off your day right, this is your quick pick-me-up to get your brain right. Morning Motivation Show, let's go. We are all born so beautiful. The greatest tragedy is being convinced that we're not. That's a fact. Don't be afraid to start over again. Remember that. This time, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, and that's a fact. Winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. You heard? Try saying nothing negative for 24 hours straight and watch your life change. You heard? If you knew you can never fail at anything, what would you try? A year from now, you will wish you had started today. Start today. Stop playing games with your gifts. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking that we used when we created them. That's a fact. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So fellas, if you see something beautiful on the way to work, if you don't ask out, the answer is always no. Before you try to fix someone else's vibe, make sure you're not the one killing your own in the process. You heard? Protect your energy first at all times. Protect it. No one is always busy. It just depends on what number you are on their priority list. That's a fact. Move in silence. Only speak when it comes time to say checkmate. That's a fact. Don't tell people your dreams. Show them. That's a fact. If you don't take risks, nothing will change. If you don't take risks, nothing is going to change in your situation at all. Think about that week. When a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows, not the flower. Oh my God, I need to hear that today. Take it day by day. Don't stress too much about tomorrow. We can only control what happens right now. Stop stressing about things that ain't even here. And as we always do in the show, I always say this every show. Everybody watching this, repeat after me so you can activate your day. Today is my day no matter what. I won't let any hate in my office get me down. I won't let me stress myself out. I decide today to have a great day. I repeat, and I want you guys to repeat after me. Today is my day no matter what. I won't let any hater in my office get me down. I won't let anybody in my family get me down. I won't let anybody hit me up in my text get me down. Refuse to let people take your power out of your morning. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is KaleafWins. I'm the host of the Morning Motivation Show. This show is about a quick pick-me-up in the morning. When you just want to get on the internet instead of surfing messiness, surfing people complaining about their life, I created this show as a way that we can just shake all that stuff off before we go to our day at work, before we even leave the house. We got to get our mind right and everything like that. And again, today's topic of this show is Start Now, There Is No Tomorrow. And as we always do, let's start off the show right.
For anyone that's considering starting anything, do it. Please do yourself a favor. In the long run, you'll thank yourself. And so the reason I bring this up is because people are going to talk down into it first, because that's just how it works. And then they're going to congratulate you once you're doing well. And so,
Facts.
Number one, that's going to happen if you start anything. What if it all worked out? What if every goal you set for yourself, every milestone, everything you wanted to accomplish was accomplished? Wouldn't your life be so much better? And so if you can ask yourself that question and the answer is yes, then how can you not go after that? Because you're not trying. You're okay with being average. You're okay with letting other people get the best of you and keep you down. That's not a way I want to live. That's not a way you should live.
But you are absolutely ready where you are and with what you have to do the thing that you want to do. Like, I know, I get it. Start it. Do it. Start it, please.
Let me tell you something. because you are very talented. You have a lot of potential. Your gift is powerful. Your calling is important. Your talent and your dreams are valid, and they are too big than to allow a perceived setback or challenge to get in the way of fully realizing that potential. You are too important and your calling is too great. Far too often, we find ourselves in situations where maybe you had dreams and it cost a certain amount of money and you lost a percentage of those funds. You find yourself trying to figure out what's next. How can you bounce back from this? What do you have left? If you have life in your body and breath in your lungs, go from there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you lost. What matters most is what you have. Strengthen from the place of what you have. Don't worry about what you should have done, what you could have done, what you would have done. Start with what you have now and move from that place. Again, your gifts, your calling, your dreams are too important to allow a setback to hold you back.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a super fact. That is a fact. That's why today's topic of the show, and I thought about it heavy last night, is start now, there is no tomorrow. How did this show come about? Literally, I was saying to myself in my life, I've achieved a modicum of success. I've made things happen. And I've done things, but I want more. I thought about this, and don't laugh. I do a lot of thinking washing dishes. I don't know about y'all. But what is the thing that y'all do in your house that helps you get your thought processes off? Mine is washing dishes. Good morning, DPD Collection. Good morning, brother. And everybody, if you like the hat, go to DPD Collection on TikTok and other platforms. Most definitely go to link in bio. Support black businesses. You heard? But I do a lot of thinking when I wash dishes. And I'm a big cook. So it was a lot of dishes and I had a lot of time to think. And I was like, yo, are you satisfied at this degree of where you are? And then I thought about, no, but I want to do this, that. And then as soon as those thoughts about what I want to do, came to my mind, like it comes to our mind, guess what happens to all of our mind when we think about certain levels, a higher level we want to achieve? It's always that first thought process says, nah, you can't because. I'm talking internal thought processes. And that's why I'm going to go over a lot of information in the show about how we can start now and then the dangers of not actually going for our dreams and doing what we desire for real. But as we start off any part of my show, I always gotta bring real talk, masculine, positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? My name is KaleafWins. Welcome to the Morning Motivation Show, a show to get everybody a quick pick me up before work. And let's start with today's message of the day. Now, today's message of the day, real talk. Stop telling small-minded people your big dreams and aspirations. We have to stop it. And it really sucks that I have to say this, but let's be honest. Every time you think about that next level you're trying to go into your life and your dreams, you want to tell people that you love because you think that they will get excited as you're getting excited about what you envision in your heart. And I know people always say this saying, yeah, what God has for me is for me. I get that. That is a fact. But it is horrible sometimes when we really have things that we really want to accomplish and then we want to share it with people that we love. And then we find out we got a lot of people that really just be hating on everything about us on the low, and that hate is exposed when you tell them the dreams you want to go to. Now I talk about this topic in the Energy Vampire shows. And again, if you want to see my past episodes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the show called Energy Vampires. We talk about that. But the message of today is stop telling small-minded people your big dreams and aspirations. Now, since we have a huge show to talk about, a huge show with the title is Start Now, There Is No Tomorrow, I'm going to get right to the subject. But real talk, let me just really play something so you guys can conceptualize. I saw this online and I most definitely had to share it because it's a great thought process, and then I'm going to catch you on the other side.
I removed desire for things out of my control from my life. I stopped wanting things and started making things. I bought all my cameras. I hired my friends. and I said, okay, I want to do a show where comedians discuss, offensive jokes. Let's shoot it. I didn't go, okay, here's my idea. Let's go to the networks and pitch it and then get turned down. I stopped wanting things out of my control. And I want to shoot my own special, and I want to do it in, 4 different countries in Europe, and I want to shoot a tour documentary with it, and I'll fly 2 guys out with me. Let's do it. The second I stopped asking the universe for shit and trying to take from the universe, and the second I just started giving the universe shit, it gave me back everything and more.
And when I saw this, I thought to myself, yo, I want a next level in my life. I want something different. I want, I have a new goal. We have a new goal. And I saw this clip last night, you know what I'm saying? After washing like dishes for like over an hour, you know what I'm saying? Like I cook a lot. There's a lot of dishes. And I was thinking about it as I was going to another level. And it's a funny way that God will drop something in like something that you're surfing just to remind you. Stop overcomplicating the process. It doesn't have to be that crazy. But if you want to start something new, start now. There is no tomorrow. And the simplicity of what he shared when he created, his podcast and video show. That's Andrew Schultz, by the way. Please, you can follow him online. His channel is Flagrant. So I type in Andrew Schultz Flagrant. Great channel, great interviews. But think about the simplicity of what he started. He literally said to himself, I can only focus on what I can control. And that was the part that got me. I was like, yeah, I want to start now. There is no tomorrow. I got a new goal. I got a new level. I'll get new money I'm trying to get. I got a new business idea. I hate working my job. Any thought that hits your mind where you're saying you want to level up, and then we have that internal dialogue that tells us reasons we can't level up, that simplicity is where we have to start, is what can I realistically control? You got to ask yourself that if you got a vision and you were given something, you have a dream, that don't just happen out of nowhere. And that's the thing, we've programmed ourselves into thinking when we have big goals, big dreams, we're trying to do big things, we immediately start creating a level of resistance to that thing inside of us before it's even birthed. But we start from this place. What can I control? That video talks about, hey, I want to do this. I can only focus on what I can control. Instead of taking things to the universe, I'm going to make things happen and add to it. That's like my morning motivation show. Big shout out to Civil Days Music. Good morning to you, brother. Big shout out to DPD The Collection. Good morning to you as well, brother. Think about that. Why are we overcomplicating the process of leveling up to our new level? Yes, all of us don't have all the money in the world. Yes, we might not have all the resources in the world. Yes, we might think we don't have all the time in the world, but we always rearrange time for things that are important in our life. That's a fact. So let's start there. When it comes to this topic, start now, there is no tomorrow, that basically means, it's something I said to myself, I said start now. You trying to level up, you trying to do something different, you want to give birth to a dream that's in your chest. Instead of, this is me talking to me, and I'm just sharing my internal dialogue, internal arguments, you know what I'm saying, that we all have with each other. Instead of me stressing out, trying to overcomplicate the process, you know what? Start now, add something to the universe instead of taking something from, and only focus on what I can control in the process. And that's why we're going to start with this. I'm going to talk first about the problems of not going for the dreams that are in your heart. And then I'm going to talk about how to go for your dreams with specific steps. It's a real jam-packed show, but trust me, if you know somebody who needs this information, if you have a friend or a family member, they really want to go for a dream. Maybe they want to be a cook and have their own food truck, but they're like, oh, I can't do it because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of paperwork. Or maybe you know somebody that's really good at DJing or whatever skill that they have, and you know that they're talented, but you see that family member or friend with dealing with self-doubt and not knowing where to start. We're going to first talk about what's the problems if you don't go for the dreams that are placed in your heart, and then what are some solutions to go for those dreams. And I have a lot of information regarding that, so let's start the show the right way. Number one, before we start anything, we got to focus on what we can control, but repeat after me in this take action statement before we begin this show. Start now, there is no tomorrow. Repeat this after me, everybody. I can only focus on what I can control. I have everything I need right now to get what I want. And I can use what I have now to get what I want. What do I mean? What do I mean? Think about that. If we got a dream in our chest, if we're trying to level up to a next level, you're like, you know what? I hate this job. I have this dream for a business. I've been thinking about it for years, and I tried it and it failed. Mistakes happen. We all screw up. But repeat this after me. I'm going to say it again. I can only focus on what I can control. I have everything I need right now to get what I want, and I can use what I have right now to get what I want. And that's what I want everybody to realize. Like, when it comes to the dreams we have in our chest, they come to us in a time where you're like, you know what? If I'm given this dream, then I have what I need and what I can and how I can control it. You know what I'm saying? I have right now everything I need. Here's one way we overcomplicate the process. We have a dream, we have a gut feeling, something that says go for it, right? We're like, oh, I need this expensive camera. Oh, I need this laptop. There are people that started everything in their businesses with their cell phones. You don't believe me? Think about the pandemic. How many people became literal millionaires with their cell phone putting it in front of their face? Again, we can only focus on what we can control. I have everything I need right now to get what I want, and I can use what I have to get what I want. Now let's talk about the dangers and the problems if you don't give birth to that dream. And I'm sorry, these are some hard facts. Let's start with the first one. Let's really start with this first one. The problems from not going for your dreams, the number one thing is regret. When somebody doesn't pursue their dreams, they may look back with regret and wonder what could have been. Here's another problem that we'll have if we don't really give birth to the dreams in our chest and go and level up the way our gut is saying leveled up, even though our mind is saying you can't level up because of A, B, C, D. No. Here's another problem that you will receive for not going for your dreams. Lack of fulfillment. Without pursuing your dreams, you may feel unfulfilled and then something is missing in your life. I'll pause there. Right now, anybody that's watching this, there is a level up within your gut. There's a level up within your system. There's a level up within your business. You want to start that business. You want to do something. You have dreams of doing something, but you feel trapped in a particular 9 to 5. Or you may have a 9 to 5 and somebody, it might be in your gut, go for that promotion. Go for that. You deserve that. But a lot of that internal dialogue is trying to make you not push forward and do what you want to do. And you know what I'm talking about, because I know what that is. When you don't go for your dreams and you have a lack of fulfillment and you may feel unfulfilled, like something missing is in your life, is because the life we have right now, we're not supposed to stay at that level. We have to level up. And that's one of the problems of not going for your dreams, is lack of fulfillment. Another one, like I said earlier, negative self-talk. Not pursuing your dreams can lead to negative self-talk and low self-esteem. Somebody who doesn't go after their dreams may feel resentful towards themselves or others for holding them back. I don't know about y'all, but growing up as a kid, we've all seen relatives or friends' parents or people in our neighborhood, or you from New York, people in your building, you know what I'm saying, your apartment building, and they just seem frustrated and mad for no apparent reason. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That adult, when we were kids, that adult may have never really went for their dreams, and they're dealing with negative self-talk that's beating them up upside their head, and thus their own negative self-talk is coming out and pouring out on people around them, especially for people that they care about. Now, let's talk to everybody in relationships. If you have a partner, beautiful person, great person, super talented, but your partner feels stuck in the mud, that could become... It's the morning, okay? I didn't have my full cup of coffee. It's the morning. Forgive me. And this is live, by the way. Live on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live. You know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Every Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. KaleafWins Morning Motivation Show. We live. This is natural. But think about it. If you got somebody you're in a relationship with and you know that they're super talented, but you know they might be too scared to go for their dreams, or they might not know how, which we'll cover right after, stating these problems. Share them this video and just really have us sit down, talk to them and say baby or say honey, whatever y'all say in your household, you know what I'm saying? Boo, you know what I mean? And just say, yo, you really want to be a chef, or I know you really want to go for that business. Just go for it. Start now. There is no tomorrow. The reason I really wrote that topic, and again, don't laugh at me, one of my favorite movies is Rocky 3. And in Rocky 3, and mind you, I'm of a particular age. You see the grays. The whole premise of that movie is Rocky got beat up. by this boxer, beat down, and he basically took his heart. And his homeboy Apollo Creed was trying to train him up. And he was like, yo, you ain't got the eye of the tiger no more. You ain't got the eye of the tiger no more. So Apollo Creed, which is Creed's pops in the movies, if you don't know, Carl Weathers vibes, he brought Rocky to his gym in Philly. And Rocky was practicing, and Rocky was like, nah, just do it tomorrow. And Apollo Creed barked on him. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset. Like, we keep on pushing something that we know we're supposed to do to the back. We keep on pushing what our gut is telling us to do, but we give a lot of ourselves excuses. And one of the problems for not going for your dreams is negative self-talk. And that will make you resentful. Let's go to another place. Another problem for not going for your dreams is missed opportunities. Listen, I could talk to y'all for weeks on the missed opportunities that I made in my life. Again, because that's in action. Taking opportunities in action, missing opportunities in action too. Many times in our lives, what opportunities did we not create because we didn't think that we were ready? Message of the day, if an opportunity presents itself to do what you love to do and you're right there in that opportunity, take it, even if you're unprepared. Because there's a funny story when you mess up anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a funny story. I'll give you one story. On my first trip to Chicago, again, big shout out to DPD Collection. You know, like I said in previous shows, I didn't know anybody in Chicago at all. And then I fell in love with the city doing what I love. And then I started doing a whole bunch of open mics. But my mindset towards every open mic was like, oh my God, I ain't got my poetry book. I left it in New York. I was like, nah, you're going to do what you love. Let's mess up on purpose and let's learn. So I did open mics on freestyles or written poems I wrote on the way to the open mic just to do the action, to take opportunities. So I'm telling you, if you got an opportunity sitting right in front of your face of your job, you got an opportunity to do a show, you got an opportunity, if you're a cook, to cook for a group of people, just take the opportunity, because without taking risk and pursuing one's dreams, somebody may miss out on opportunities for personal and professional growth. When somebody feels unfulfilled and lacking purpose, it can affect their relationship with others. Let's not sit in misery. Let's not sit in misery at all. Here's another problem that you will get for not going for your dreams: feeling stuck. When somebody doesn't pursue their dreams, they may feel stuck in a cycle of dissatisfaction and a lack of fulfillment. Not pursuing one's potential can limit opportunities for career advancement and financial success. Listen, get unstuck. Now, again, I created this morning motivation show because I have a burning desire to give somebody information and give everybody information in the morning. Because what happens in the morning for most of us, that negative self-talk hits us. And a lot of times, negative self-talk hits us because we're not doing what we're supposed to do. And I got a comment right here that's a fact. Silver Days Music says, yes, it can bring depression. Yeah, when you don't go for your dreams, it can bring depression, negative self-talk, and feeling stuck. Again, get unstuck and make it happen and use what you have right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, repeat after me, because we're going to get the solutions. I can only focus on what I can control. I have everything I need right now to get what I want, and I can use what I have now to get what I want. Everybody, real talk, if you listen to this in your car live, or if you watch this on a replay, or you playing this in the house when you clean your kitchen or wash your dishes, you know what I'm saying? Repeat this after me and accept it. I can only focus on what I can control. I have everything I need right now to get what I want. I can use what I have now to get what I want. Now, let's talk about ways that we can actually go for our dreams to get unstuck and things of that nature. The solution is to start now. Control your time. Take action weekly. Like I said in previous shows, we all have the same 7 days a week. We all have 5 work days or weekdays. And in 6 months, that is 24 weeks. Just focus on each week as an exercise that you're working on. Like the saying goes, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? This is not motivational mumbo jumbo. This is strategem. For those who don't know what the word strategem means, that means literally an implemented strategy. What does strategy means? Your plan weekly to say, you know what? If I can change my life and business life and go for my dreams in 6 months, at 24 weeks. So there are 24 sets of 7-day opportunities that you can work towards your dreams. And like I said at the beginning of this whole show, number one, this entire show came from me just saying, you know what? I ain't got the best camera in the world. Guess what? I'm looking at you through my cell phone. I'm using what I have. But we have to focus on what we can realistically control. And this video is for people who may have not gone for a goal. And this video is for people who have achieved a lot but they blocking themselves from leveling themselves up. And the first area and solution to go for your dreams, control your time. If we can control our time, we control exactly what we can do in our life, and then we can maneuver better. And every step, every day out of the 7 days a week, controlling pockets of time to get us closer to what we want. Again, this is a jam-packed episode, but the first step and solution on how you can start now, not wait for tomorrow, control your time and take action weekly. How do we do that? Find pockets of the time daily, create a plan, and develop a routine. Let's break that down some more. Second step in really going for your dreams and getting unstuck and not feeling stuck in your life. Find pockets of time daily. Write out how many hour blocks of time you have each day to work towards your goals. Now, for those who don't know, I do social media consultations. What does that mean in English? I talk to small businesses, brands, artists, producers, and DJs, and they be like, hey, Kaleaf, how can I just get social media to drive traffic so I can get some sales? Great. The first area I always start with is, what is your schedule every day, and where are pockets of time you can focus on with your new business? The best way to get your dreams is to control your time, right? The best way to control your time is look at your 7 days a week right now. On Sunday, you might have more free day. On Saturday, you might be jam-packed. You might work an overnight job. Maybe you have an hour or two in the morning. All of us have like a loose hour or loose pockets of half an hour or 20-minute blocks throughout the day. But think about it. If we can only focus on what we can control and we want to go for a new dream and a new goal, right? The first thing we can control is our time, because whatever we invest ourselves into and whatever we take the most time to do, that's our priority. And that's what I'll get to when it comes to this find pockets of time daily area. You're going to find out real fast what is your priority. If your priority is to really get what you want to get, and again, this ain't me talking motivational fluff. I am actually doing this as I'm leveling up. And we have to find pockets of time daily. Do this exercise after you watch this show. Write down, or even rewind to the show, write down your Sundays through Saturdays. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Each day, assign yourself pockets of time, which could change different weekly, but ask yourself, how much time do I have free these days? And for the people like, I ain't got no time, I ain't free, I got kids. I got kids. My wife is pregnant. We're expecting in literally 6 weeks a new child to be in the house. My time is going to be limited, but within each days, that baby gonna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That new baby gonna go to sleep. Within each days, we all have the loose time frames. Don't believe me? We all waste time on the net, right? Think about how much time do you waste on the internet just surfing TikTok or surfing YouTube or watching YouTube videos? A lot. I had to check myself. I was like, bro, you really want to level up and do more shows? You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, you got the Morning Motivate show going. I got my Making Better Track show. I'm about to add 3 more shows with 3 ideas, implementing ideas, because that's something I'm passionate about doing. What are the reality shows that I'm wasting time watching? This is literally what I asked myself. And I was like, yeah, that Law and Order SUV be grabbing me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I also like Law and Order, the organized crime series. And I thought about all the series in a week. And I'm like, you know what? What series do you really just want to take right now? You can save. And what series do you want to say, you know what? Let me chill off for you for 6 months. And then let me just get to work and take those hours back into my life. The first solution to how to start going for your dreams is find pockets of time daily. One thing I'm not going to start watching is Star Trek Picard, because I'm a Trekkie, don't hate. But I cut out a lot of reality TV, a lot of TV shows out of my daily time frame, because I need to work on things I'm trying to accomplish. Next, creating a plan. Creating a plan of action that outlines the steps you need to take in order to achieve your goals. This might involve doing research, taking courses, networking, or practicing your skills. A lot of those blocks of hours, once you realize, okay, what are my time wasting areas in the day? And let's say Sunday you have like 3 pockets of 20 minutes free within time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. At the end of every week, we have accumulated a bunch of hours that was like, hey, I'm going to assign to what I'm doing. That's creating a plan. But then within that plan, I got to lose hours. And again, every routine is trash when you first started. We all suck when we first started something. You know what I'm saying? We all suck when we started something. But if you just, angle out, every day in the week, since I'm super busy, I have 7 hours every 7 days throughout the days to work on something. Great. Within that 7-hour time frame, you have to replace it with something. Do you know about your dream? Do research. The internet is our friend. Take that time during those first 4 weeks just to do research. and I'm going to give you some more tips and study things to get closer to your goals. That'll be my next slide there. But create a plan and make it happen once you found your pockets of time. And lastly, develop a routine. Establish a daily routine that supports your goals. Now, again, this sounds like some simplified process, but I'm telling you, I was watching one of the TV shows I won't let go. I let go a lot last night. And there was somebody that was starting off in boxing, and the boxing trainer was like, focus on fundamentals. She's like, why? I just want to box. No, I want you to work on your foot stance for 500 times. She was like, this ain't boxing. Yes, it is, because you focus on your fundamentals. This may sound easy. Develop a routine. We've read it, on Pinterest and other sites. Develop a routine. Establish a daily routine that supports your goals. But a lot of times it's the simplest fundamental that we're not implementing that would literally drastically change our life. When we develop a routine, meaning when we do it day in, day out, do it day in, day out with our pockets of time, whether you like, today I only got 30 minutes, but you're doing it. As the weeks start going by, and 6 months to 24 weeks, you're into your 15th week. That routine makes you smarter, makes you stronger, and makes you advance and get close to your dreams. So develop a routine. Here's other solutions on how you can start now. Track your progress. Keep track of your progress towards your goals. This will help you stay motivated and adjust your plan as needed. Now, for those watching, my name is KaleafWins. It's the Morning Motivation Show. The topic of today is start now. There is no tomorrow. We're discussing solutions, how we can get unstuck, get out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying? As we go to Civil Days Music, he says, yeah, time management is a problem. And guess what? It's a lot of our problems, because a lot of us have gotten into the routine of wasting time not because we're bad people, and I'll talk about myself. I beat myself down when I don't get to a point of perfection, which is unrealistic. And a lot of time, perfectionists, we get paralysis by analysis, and then we think we mess up or we think we're doing it wrong. We just stop doing the thing. Don't stop doing the thing. Track your progress weekly and keep track of your progress towards your goals. This will help you stay motivated and adjust your plan as needed. Here's an example. I like to check off boxes. Every Sunday, I plan out my whole week this week. And I have a checklist so that by Friday, I'm like, you know what? I love checking off things that I'm doing. I love checking off things that I'm into. Why? Because if you start a goal or you're going for your dream or you're starting to start a business or whatever you're trying to do, when you get to week 8, it's early this morning. I need more coffee. Listen, if you want to get me some coffee, go to my link in bio and buy me a cup of coffee. It'll be in my link in bio. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, if you're working towards a goal and you work 4 weeks, like a month, your first month, save all your checkoff boxes from all the goals you had every day. It's going to keep you motivated. Tag, I did so much. What do I mean? We do this at our regular day jobs. I don't know about your day job, but in my day job, we have quotas, and my old day job, because I quit the boy. Toxic work environment, you heard? But at my old job, working in social services and nonprofit organizations, doing social media, working with at-risk youth and or recently incarcerated populations, there was always a checklist weekly. We had a quota. But what do we do at our job? We maintain and we knock off our monthly goals. Why can't we do that for ourselves? Because we've been pouring into a 9-to-5 that'll fire you and won't even say bye that good. So the first step, the step 4 is track your progress, keep track of your weekly goals and your movement towards those goals. The 5th lesson to help you really start now and get unstuck: learn from your mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Use them as opportunities to learn and grow. Embrace failure as part of the process. Now, when I wrote this, that is true, but let me tell you in New York language, the translation of that. Make mistakes for fun. What do I mean? Make mistakes for fun. Why? To me, mistakes is data. A lot of times, the perfectionist watching it right now, we don't start something, we don't do something because, I'm going to mess up. Mess up on purpose, you heard? Mess up on purpose. Why you say mess up on purpose, Kaleaf? Because you learn more information through trial and error than you do by having perfect moves. You know what I'm saying? Anything that we're all good at, we were trash at first, right? Trash. Make more mistakes to get more data so you can learn, reassess, and keep it moving next. I would rather have 4 weeks of making mistakes and getting closer to my goal that gives me more information than 4 weeks of me not trying one step because I'm trying to be perfect with that one step. It don't work like that. Step 6, and a guest, Civil Days Music, he says, fail forward. That's it. And there's a book called Fail Forward. But fail forward, if you don't know the concept, look it up. Google is your friend. But failing forward is that learning through trial and error and letting your mistakes give you more information so you can be better each time. The sixth step, take action. Finally take action. Start working towards your dreams daily. Even if it's just a small step, the important thing is to move forward and never give up. And that take action daily statement should be something we say to ourselves when we wake up. Okay, let me work on a checklist. And guess what? Every time you start a new goal, guess what happens? All hell breaks through in our life. It just breaks loose. We hurt ourselves. Something happened with a family member. Something distracts us. Anytime you start something new, when I tell you, all hell will break loose in your life because the universe wants to see how bad you want it. Not because I said so. Think about it. When's the last time you tried to work towards your dreams? Maybe you worked towards it and it failed. Maybe you tried it for like months or years and it failed. But even if you failed, you got a whole bunch of information and you can start new because you're working from experience, like I said earlier. But if you wake up in the morning and say, yo, I'm taking action towards this, I'm going to focus on really what I want, that's how you get unstuck. Now, let's really go to more solutions. Use the internet to your advantage when going for your goals. Listen, we waste time on the internet on a regular basis. We surfing all these pages, doing all this stuff. If you really want to go for your goals and level up to the next level, like my homeboy Civil Days Music, his YouTube channel, follow him now. He's going to be cranking out content for his desired goals to level up in his fashion. He has a great music production channel, and it's great, and it's informative, it's teachative. He has levels that he's going up, and he uses the internet to his advantage. Here's my advice. Start following everybody in the industry of your goals and start connecting. Pre-pandemic, I was DJing a lot. True story. And I was saying to myself, yo, I'm getting tired of DJing just hip hop related parties. Then I was like, you know what? Let me break into electronic dance music. What did I do? I unfollowed a whole bunch of pages that I really don't pay attention to or they're inactive. And then I followed everybody in EDM in the tri-state New York area and even overseas and in California and different states. EDM DJs, promoters, bookers, everybody that works within the industry, publicists, managers, lawyers, entertainment lawyers, firms, culinary services. I followed everybody in the industry field that I'm trying to level up to for my dreams and goals, and then I started connecting. Comments, they have things going on. And that's what brings us step two. And the solution to going for your dreams and how to start now. Set time every week to go to an event or a meetup regarding your industry or a live stream to get out of your own head. That's it when it comes to going for our own dreams. Like, yeah, I'm going to go for it. I followed a whole bunch of people. I'm watching. Don't be a watcher. Be a connector. Get out of your house. That's the best way to stay out of your head and is get away from the doubt. A lot of times, all of us deal with degrees of self-doubt. But when it comes to us leveling up and going for our dreams, we listen to the lies of doubt in our head than what's really happening in real life. And a lot of times we think we're really trash or untalented. Imposter syndrome. We all deal with a degree of it. We have to go out to the event of the industry and the field that we're in. I use an example. If you're into culinary, you're a great cook. Your whole family knows you're a great cook. You did some church events or religious-based events. We've done some friends events. You're at that level, but you know, and you're saying to yourself, yo, I want to be on the Food Network. In order to do something, set time outside of the week, find every food-related, culinary-related event, social, virtual gathering, and put your name out there. There's one thing in planning and taking action, but if we take action around just a circle of comfort, we got to get uncomfortable to grow. Listen, I'm doing it right now with these shows on YouTube. I connect with you YouTubers weekly. It's the morning. My words don't sound great. I need another cup of coffee, but that's what I'm saying. Right now, I talk to new content creators a week. I do social media strategies and consultations with small businesses. And by the way, if you need a social media consultation on knowing what to post, how to post it, and a good revision for your brand, go to my link in bio and invest that time. Trust me, I can give you a list of referrals you can contact to understand my work. Great. But set time aside daily to research your target industry of your dreams. That's it. So let's start from the first step of using the internet to your advantage. Start following everybody in the industry of your goals and start connecting, commenting, reaching out, join a virtual event. Second, set time every week to go to an event or meetup regarding your industry to get out of your own head. Third, set time aside to take daily research in your target industry of your dreams. Here's the thing. For me, the reason I like reading a lot is because new information shakes off the cobwebs from my small expectations and limited thinking when it comes to breaking in and leveling up. For me as a content creator and a full-time content creator, I always say to myself, like, I need more information. I need to learn because I feel stuck. The best way to get unstuck is to be around people and talk to people who are smarter than I am in a variety of topics, and hang with people who are also grinding, like Civil Days Music, great channel. We have a show called Making Better Tracks Tuesdays and Thursdays on, YouTube Live. Subscribe to my page. But that track is for music producers and creatives. That is an iron sharpens iron relationship. We have to just get out. And there's the other step, and put in the work, show your work, create your resume. I had a conversation with a business friend of mine, and he was saying, yeah, I'm a good cook and I do this. I really want to just to get more people to book my catering events. And I said, fam, nobody's going to book anything of your skill set if you don't show your work on a daily and weekly basis, and it's your digital resume. Look at what I'm doing. Let's say I'm going to Sirius Satellite and I'm saying, hey, I want a great morning show. They're going to be like, great. Give us your digital EPK, your electronic press kit. Create your resume. Stop beating yourself up. Maybe you're a voiceover artist. Maybe you say, hey, I want to have my voice in cartoons. Start all social media pages and your YouTube pages and create a script. Get a script from the internet and read it off in front of a cartoon, or read it off in front of a movie, or read it off for a commercial. Put in the work, show your work, and create your new resume. That's a great way to track your progress as well. If you want to say, I want to be a great producer, I want to be a great director or a videographer, I want to shoot pictures, whatever service you want to provide, whatever dream that you have, put in the work, show your work, and create a new resume. And that will help keep you locked in. For me, I have aspirations to hit, media companies with a show. I'm creating a resume now. We're on the 17th episode of the Morning Motivation Show, and I have other shows that I'm dropping on my YouTube channel. Subscribe now. I'm going to plug myself. You got to promote yourself. You heard? I'm going to do that. But in 6 weeks before my son is born, I have an active resume to market to my target area that I'm trying to level up. And guess what? A lot of people are going to say, you know what? Might not be what we're looking for right now. And we know what's the mindset? At least I try. I'd rather 30 no's than not try to get one yes. You understand what I'm saying? But we have to put in the work and show our work on a daily basis to create our new resume. Last example, any city you from watching this, any country you from, a lot of times we find great food and great restaurants through either TikTok, Instagram, or wherever place you go, and be like, oh my God, that food looks really good. But if the restaurant didn't put in the work to show their kitchen, their food, what their place looks like, the ambiance, it wouldn't attract us to say, let me put the directions in my phone. I want to go there and check it out. The food looks so good. In order to get what we want, we have to attract what we want. In order to attract what we want is that we have to put in the work, show our work, and create our new resume. Now, again, I'm going to take a pause right now. Put in the comments, what do you really want to attain? Give me your excuses. And I'm trying to provide these solutions because I'm actively in the journey. I'm actively on the grind to reach my new level, my goals, and I'm not perfect. I don't have a media studio yet, but I'm putting in the work so I can show the work to create my digital resume. There is no reason you can't do the same. If all of us are in our phones, think about how many times we waste time on a cell phone when we wake up, before we go to bed, in the bathroom, sorry, TMI, but you know what I'm saying. On the way to work, at work, in the bathroom, hiding on your cell phone, act like you got to go to the bathroom. Oh, my stomach hurts bad. And you on TikTok for 20 minutes in the restroom. We've all done it. We've all done it. The time we waste in our phone, and again, nothing's wrong with having leisure. I'm not knocking somebody down by surfing the net, but I'm saying if you really want to get a particular set of goals in your life, literally put in the work. How do I put in the work, KaleafWins? Start new social media pages that are not your personal pages. Create professional pages. I don't care what industry or field that you're in. Oh, but I don't know how to do that. Guess what? Guess what people like to see on the internet? And I like to see it a lot. You ever seen those weight loss journey videos on every social media platform? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Here's a social media strategy for you. If you really have dreams to go for somewhere and you really have dreams to attain something in the career industry, just really think about it. Start your journey vlog and document your process digitally and what you're trying to do. And for those that are watching on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, so on and so forth, thank you for joining me. If you want to support my channel, please go to my link in bio and click support channel. For everybody on TikTok Live, if you want to watch what you hear me talking about right now, but you can't, you only hear the audio, go to my link in bio and hit my YouTube Live link right there in the link in bio. I'm having a son in 6 weeks. If you want to bless our baby registry, please do the same and bless the baby registry. You got a son coming in 6 weeks. Hallelujah. Last but not least, you can't sell a service or have a career without a track record. That goes back to that point. If we got to put in the work, show our work, and create a new resume, we can't sell a service or say that we're actively doing something if we can't provide a functioning track record. Even in your imperfection, you still create progress. What does that mean? I might not be the best this or the best this or the best that, but if I can provide a track record, it can show my journey from novice to intermediate, to advanced, to expert. Provide a track record. Listen, here's some hard facts to accept. We all have to pay the price if we want our success. These slides that I created specifically for every excuse I heard in my head about why I can't level up. This is literally something that you should say to yourself. And if you are in this show, and you want a copy of the slides, go to my link in bio, hit me with your email address, and join the newsletter to the Morning Motivation Show. Merch coming soon. And I will send you these slides via email. Here's a hard fact to accept when it comes to going for your dreams. We all have to pay the price if we want our success. This is hard, folks. Starting anything new is difficult, but we have to focus so much more on the burning desire in our chest to make something happen versus the excuses of why we think it can't happen. We all have to pay the price if we want our success. Here's another hard truth to accept. It's always difficult when we first start, but it'll get easier. I said it before. Everything sucks when you first start, but if the dream is in your heart, what did I say earlier? We can only focus on what we can control. And right now we have everything that we need to attain the dream that we want, but it's our dream. And not to get all deep, but it's true. If God gave you the vision, then he will create the ladders for you to climb the walls to see that vision succeed. But it's always difficult when we first start, but it'll get easier. And I think that this road, for me to have a Morning Motivation Show, has been hell on earth. Learning the software, understanding how to run the show, dealing with a live stream, doing all this stuff. It sucked for the first 2 months when I was on TikTok, just on TikTok. And I was like, I don't know about this digital stuff. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a videographer. I don't know how to edit this the way I want to know how to edit. But I had a burning, there it goes, the morning fumbles. I had such a burning desire to say, hey, I want a show that inspires people, that helps people, that tells them about my current journey and get people motivated in the morning. It's always difficult when it sucks, but it'll get easier when you start, when it sucks. Well, pause. Next hard fact to accept. Old keys won't open new doors. You have to create new habits. I repeat. Old keys won't open new doors. You have to create new habits. That's a fact. What do I mean? Old keys, old mindsets, old thought processes. We can't keep those. We can't keep those when we want to go to new places, new goals, new things. We have to create habits. What's the best way of creating a habit? Doing it every day, finding your pockets of time on how to do it every day. Here's another hard fact to accept. You're going to have to put in the work daily. How bad do you want it? I repeat, you're going to have to put in the work daily. How bad did you want it? I do a lot of consultations, social media consultations in a week, and I can see the resistance points, whether it be small businesses and music creators or the clients that I work with, and I can see that deep breath that they take when I tell them, unless you're going to hire a social media manager, I don't know if you have that on payroll, this requires this work to do it, and I just see the deep breath go, when they realize that content creation or content strategy is another type of job, right? But I also share with you, if you're not willing to invest in an individual, I can refer some people to you that can do your social media for you on a regular basis, or you want to invest in my services to manage your pages, all your pages. If you're not willing to do that, you're going to have to put in the work daily. How bad do you want that particular result? Now, again, let's take it back to us, to you, to the person watching. No matter how daunting it may feel, if the vision got put into you, there is a way that you can make it happen, but you have to start small and work at it daily and put in that work daily. Stop believing, and again, I can't talk to you, I talk to me. I daily Every time I hear a negative thought, a doubt, you can't do it because of this, that, and the other, all this, you can't do it because of this, you're not this, you're not perfect, you have gray hairs, you're not young, and all these excuses, I'm like, no. I'm focusing so much on what I want and making it be a burning desire in my life, in my mindset, that I'm not going to focus on my excuses, but putting in the work daily gets the excuses out of your face. You understand what I'm saying? Big shout out, Kiva. I see you, Sorrel. Hard fact to accept if you want to start now and really grind for your next level and level up and go for your dreams to start the business or whatever you want to do that you know you've been supposed to do, if that's great phrasing, I've been supposed to do, we'll work on that later, But you're going to have to put in the work daily and ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Real talk. Another hard fact to accept, you're going to feel alone a lot of the times, but it'll be worth it in the end. Ask any of your friends who started a business. Ask any of your friends who stepped out on faith to do what they're supposed to do in their career and get that high position. You're going to feel alone a lot with success, but it'll be worth it in the end. We have to just scratch the record on that. Like I said earlier in the conversation, it'll be hard when you first start, it'll be worth it. You're going to have to put in the work daily how bad you want it. This is another hard fact to accept when you go to a next level in your life, not mine's, yours. You're going to feel alone a lot of time, but it'll be worth it in the end. Why do we feel alone when we're going for our goals? Because God wants to show us how it blesses us. Now, again, this ain't no Christian show because I am ratchet and I am a big heathen. You know what I'm saying? But this real talk, whether it's you believe in God, the universe will find out how bad you want something and you're going to feel alone. But a lot of times that alone time is, no, not a lot of times, all the time, when you're alone, it's kind of like that internal work. All boxers or MMA fighters or all athletes, they spend hours in the gym and it's them versus them. You're going to feel alone, but it'll be worth it in the end. Real talk. And that's some things that I really want to bring to the fold. But before I do, let me play this and y'all tell me how y'all feel on the other end of this right now.
You can't use the resources you already have. What makes you think you're going to be resourceful when you're rich? To make sure you can balance your budget, pay your bills, run your businesses, if you're not even resourceful with the little stuff you have now. But even still, being resourceful is useful no matter if you only have a little bit or a lot. So keep that same approach and make sure you're still grateful for what you have. Embrace the talent you have. Embrace if you have good mental health, better than before. Embrace that too, because remember those times that, your mental health wasn't up to par or you were stressed out or depressed, and just be proud of yourself that you made it that far. Also, be proud of yourself that you recognized some weaknesses you had and you tried to do something about it. Recognize you trying to do research to
see your progress,
take steps to your plan. Look at your accomplishments and see how far you've come, and then you can be grateful for the talent you do have,
I don't have this, I don't have that. You're coming and you're speaking from a place of lack instead of speaking from the place where you're at right now, which is what you have. Make do and do it. Sometimes we don't realize that we have all we need to just flourish. And if we just sit and realize that we have the tools already at hand in order to grow, in order to become something special. We all have a purpose here in this life. Start walking in your purpose.
You are worth whatever you say that you are worth. And let me be clear, not everyone is going to see and recognize that worth. It is not their job to. It is up to you to claim and sustain that worth. If you don't ask for what you want, the world will give you what they think you deserve. Saying don't be afraid to ask for what you want, because the worst thing that could happen is you hear no. I'm saying put boundaries in place and know what it takes to deliver what you have to offer. I'm saying see yourself as someone who is worthy of amazing things, the best things. I'm saying show up with that energy of not thinking, but knowing your worth.
Start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start with all your insecurities. Start with what you already know.
Facts.
Start moving towards the goal. Start and make mistakes. Start small. Start now. Just start.
If that dream was put in your chest, start now. If you have that burning desire, but you have every excuse in the world as to why you're not leveling up. Maybe you wanted to start a private practice. Maybe, the comfortability of the job and things of that nature. You're like, I don't want to do this. When are we going to do it? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow at all. Really think about that today. You understand what I'm saying? Really think about that. I do this show out of a labor, a love, and a burden, because a lot of times my mental health be trash in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? And then I go to my phone and I'm like, I want something to get me up. That's why I created this show, because it was a need to fulfill, to give people a good, quick pick me up in the morning instead of watching the toxicity of the net and the drama of the net. I started with what I have. This may not look like much to some, but you don't see my hard work. You don't. That's the thing. Let's stop believing the people around us more than we believe the dreams that are in our heart. Here's some great advice that I'll put to everybody, and I do this myself. I have new dreams in my life. I'm trying to level up. Here's a great strategy for you to stay focused on your desires and feed the desire. You know what they say, which dog wins the fight? The dog you feed the most. Here's 2 things that I do. Don't laugh. And guess what? I don't care if you laugh. They work for me. I create a digital vision board. I know you all heard it before, but I have to visually look at every day when I feel down, when I feel like, dag, I'm not making any progress. I have a folder in my phone with a set of pictures in my folder album, and I look at it, places I want to be at, my new office, the new media environment that I'm going to have for my shows, the clients that I'm going to be working with, my social media strategy. I look at these pictures throughout the day. The second tip that I want everybody to create a folder in your phone which are videos that are where you want to be to attain your dreams. If you want to be a cook, videos of the type of restaurants that you want to work in, videos of food trucks. If you want to be a producer, an artist, whatever you're trying to be, whatever that burning desire is that's been placed in you by God and the universe or whatever you believe in, really have a set of videos. I have 10. I know I kind of overdo it. I don't care, because I need to feed my dreams. Have a video folder saved in your phone that you can look at every day, especially at work when you take breaks at work, and then have a picture slide of a vision board of what you want. If we don't see the environment that our target goal is in and we don't feed it every day, guess what we'll be listening to? Guess what we'll be listening to the negative thoughts and the doubts more than what we're looking at. But if we feed our dreams, feed it with information, connect, please do so. If you need a copy of these slides that I created for my Morning Motivation Show, please go to my link in bio, join my email list. I'll send you them slides, put it in the subject line. Let me get slides for episode 17. And let me get slides for this, that, and the other. And I'll send them to you. My show is here as a quick pick-me-up to say that we can do it. If we're breathing, we're here for a reason. And we're going to reap in due season. People think of reaping and sowing as a negative thing. If we sow the work right now, we will reap the rewards. If we go towards our dream and start now, because there is no tomorrow. How many times did we give ourselves excuses to not start because of this, that, and the other? But I guarantee you, if you really say, you know what? Everybody got the same 7 days a week. Everybody got the same 24 hours a day. Everybody has the same 52 weeks in a year. We all got the same time frame. But if we find pockets in our day to really start doing things, half an hour here, 15 minutes here, hour here, 2 hours there, every day we find pockets of time and invest in what we're doing and going towards our dreams, we're bound to win no matter what. And I want to just tell everybody, real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk. Please support my show, subscribe and share on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe and share on YouTube. And I'm gonna build this show to newer and higher heights. I'm trying to get new cameras, really build up my channel. Please donate to help build my show. Cash App, $KaleafWins. But I really appreciate everybody for being here today. Welcome to the Morning Motivation Show, happening every Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm your host, KaleafWins. Thanks to everybody that's in the comments this morning. Big shout out to the Sora, Kiva Smith. Big shout out to the homie Civil Days Music. I'll see you Tuesday morning. Big shout out to the DPD Collection. Go to his site, type it in TikTok, DPD the Collection for the clothing line. My name is KaleafWins, live from New York. Today's show was called Start Now, There Is No Tomorrow. Let's stop wasting time. Let's really start to make it happen in what we're doing. Don't waste time trolling, waste time working. Don't waste time giving yourself excuses. We are here for a limited time on earth. And think about this. How many people didn't wake up yesterday? How many people didn't wake up this morning that had all their dreams stuck in their chest? I'm doing what I love now. You should be doing what you love. It's not impossible if you put in the work daily. Thanks for everybody coming to my show. Everybody have a great one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to see past episodes. Run this episode back. Share this episode to somebody who might need this encouragement, might need this motivation. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. The Morning Motivation Show is Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. You know the vibe. And please, if you love my channel, support it. Donate to help build my show. Cash App, $KaleafWins. Go for your dreams. Start now. Thanks everybody for joining in. Have a great